Firstly, the speaker introduced the voicemail of Doctor Robert Lewis, and next he said that he was currently attending a medical conference and would not return to his office until Monday, March 15th. And after that, he has said that his associate, Mr. Satomi Mori, was available to see patients while he was away. And finally, he suggested to schedule an appointment with her, call phone number, and he was thanked for attention. Firstly, the speaker said hello radio 82 listeners, and she said that she firstly, the speaker said hello radio 82 listeners, and he announced on that day so they would be joined by Adam Brennan, the lead singer from the rock music group Thunderbird, and next he introduced that group based right here in Toronto gained a worldwide following after the release of their debut album "Run for Two" the year before, and next and after that he commented the following month the group would begin their first European tour. Ms. Brennan would be joining them shortly to talk about the upcoming tour, and finally, he reminded uh, listening to one of the hit songs from the group's album. Firstly, the speaker announced updating imaging about Magic Kitchen appliance, and next he spoke consumers had a lot of confidence in their stores and refrigerators, and they had done a great job making mortgage and familiar name, but then senior uh, management had asked them to develop a marketing campaign that embraces the modern look of their latest appliance. After that, he um, he said that the following week they would need to present their plans for a new campaign to the executive team. Finally, he suggested to begin coming up with ideas for promoting our contemporary looking product line. Firstly, the speaker announced there had been a room trend for one of that afternoon's management training session, and because more people registered for the workshop creating breast hits than expected. So training session had been moved confident room A, which was a large room. Um, Next, he said that no other trends anticipate at that time, but be sure to check for updates throughout the afternoon. And finally, he announced they would post any scheduled train on the posts outside of the meeting rooms. Um, Firstly, the speakers say hello, Miss Potter, and she said that she just wanted to confirm the landscaping details for the office part her manage. And that's she said that they would be planting 17 new street and buses throughout the property. They would also put in the last flower garden in the courtyard, and after that, she said that Mr. Patel mentioned that um, he might want they to do some additional work near the pond, and finally, she said that if Mr. Patel could call her and explain what he'd like to have done there, they could prepare the final price estimate for her, and they look forward to working uh, with them on that project. Firstly, the speakers announced the winner of the Lifetime Achievement Award. He said that award goes to Rebecca Langhorne, one of the most exceptional composers of music for film, and next he commented he had met Rebecca on her very first project when they collaborated on the subject for the movie, and since then Rebecca had gone to the compose music and for than 50 of the movie, and her music had come familiar to our audience worldwide. Finally, he announced they had a short video of movie clips for audience, and highlighting some of Rebecca's best pieces. Firstly, the speaker say hello to PA radio listeners, and she introduced news of events around the local area. Next, she announced that weekend the Hartman Medical Clinic were hosting a health and wellness fair. Um, there would be activity for the whole family, including cooking demonstration and children's games, plus lots of information out about diet and exercise. And doctors from the clinic would be offering a examination, uh, um, and they deduct the cost for the exam. So that's what would turn into they vision checked, and he remind they would need an appointment. So finally, they um, suggested visit the Hartman website to sign up if they were interested. Firstly, the speaker got messenger statement attention, and he announced that train run from Backward to Wellington with several stops in between, and next he announced because of previous on the Wellington bridge, trains were running more slowly than usual, and they apologize for any inconvenience that might cause. And after that, um, he suggested um, getting off the train at Wellington and switch to Line C, where the airport express train would be rising if they were headed for the international airport. And finally, he reminded at that time they request that all passengers had their ticket ready to inspection, um, because the director would be coming through the just a few minutes.